Hi dears. Today we are going to discuss about the topic compound interest calculation. You know that in simple interest we are calculating interest only on the principal amount. But in the case of compound interest we are calculating interest both on the principal amount and the interest earned during the previous years. That's why it is known as a compound interest. The formula for calculating compound interest A equal P into 1 plus R raised to NT. A is the amount received at the end of the n number of years. Suppose we are investing for 10 years, the amount received at the end of 10 years is represented as A. P is the principal amount and R is the annual interest rate and N is the number of compounding periods per year and T is the number of years. Saying about N, here N means the number of compounding periods per year. Sometimes the interest may be calculated once in a year, then the compounding is 1. Sometimes the interest may be calculated twice in a year, then it is half yearly calculated. So in 1 year there will be 2 compounding, so the N will be 2. Suppose there may be interest calculation on the basis of 4 months, that is 3 times in a year, so that is 3 times compounding N equal to 3. Then T is the number of years. Okay, there are some examples. Suppose invested amount is 5,000, interest rate is 5%, then number of years is 10, then the final amount will be received as 8,144.16 if you are applying the equation. Okay, then there is also another example. Then what is compounding half yearly or quarterly? As I said earlier, in compounding half yearly or quarterly, the interest will be collected or compounded or computed more than once in a year. So if R equal to the rate of interest, suppose the rate of interest is 10, this rate of interest 10 is per year, that is 10 per annum is the rate of interest. It will be calculated twice in a year, that is half yearly basis. So 5% in the first half and the next 5% in the second half, that is compounding half yearly basis. So in this case we have to calculate the interest half yearly. So while doing that, as I said earlier, if the rate of interest is 10%, we have to collect it twice, that is 5% in the first half and 5% in the second half. That is, the rate is divided into 2 and there will be 2 times collection. Okay, so that is R equal to R by 2, then N will be 2N. That is, instead of 1 year there will be 2 times collecting half rate. Okay, so when interest is compounded quarterly, there will be 4 times collection of the interest. If the interest rate is 12, then 12 by 4, that is 3% will be collected 4 times in a year. That is, there will be 4 N's there. N year means number of compounding there. Then when interest is compounded monthly, that is each month this interest is collected or calculated or compounded, then the interest will be, rate will be R divided by 12. Suppose the rate of interest is 10%, then if it is compounded monthly, we will give monthly basis interest as 10 by 12. In this way we have to calculate a 12 months interest. There is a question, find compound interest 50,000 for 2.5 years, 6% per annum, interest being compounded half yearly. So here the principal amount is 50,000 and the investment is for 2.5 years, interest is 6% per annum and it is compounded half yearly. So half yearly means every year there will be 2 computation of the interest. Okay, compounded half yearly. So in the case of 2.5 years, at the end of 2.5 years we can find that there will be 5, N will be 5, that is 2.5 into 2. There will be 5 halves in 2.5 years. So the interest will be calculated like this. The rate will be taken as half, that is 6 by 2, 3. Amount will be equal to 50,000 into 1 plus 3 by 100. There is a by the 3 by 100 raised to 5. That is the compound interest at the end will be the total amount at the end will be 57,964. That means 50,000 is the principal amount that we already invested, and the balance amount, that is balance amount after 50,000, that is 7,964 is the interest received, or the compound interest received. So comparing about compound interest and simple interest, compound interest and simple interest, interest is calculated on principal and accumulated interest, where in the case of simple interest, interest is calculated on the principal amount only. Okay. Then the factors affecting compound interest is that when the interest rate is higher, it leads to faster growth, or the income will be increased very highly. And compounding frequency, if the number of compounding is greater, there will be greater growth. Instead of collecting yearly, if you are collecting half yearly, the interest will be high. Okay, the time, in the case of time also, if the time period is more, then the interest rate will be also more. Okay, then what is the I'm just saying what are the benefit of compound interest. We will get financial freedom. Then in the case of retirement also, there will be the retirement benefit will be calculated on the basis of this. Then there will be comfortable retirement, and we can use diversification portfolio for investing in different modes. So that's all. Thank you.